We're at Azul Fuego today, and with our good friends and clients, and wanted to give them a chance to just kind of talk through the project here at Azul Fuego. So, Liggy, Levy, and Arturo, why don't you guys give us just a little bit of the background on Azul Fuego and how this project got started?
Well, Azul Fuego was a continuation of our old restaurant that was Casa Alegre since 2006 that I bought it. And then we decided to create something different, clean it, and make it nicer. So a better atmosphere for the customers to enjoy a better place. And with the help of architects and my wife Levy and my son Arturo, we have what you guys see now.
Super. It turned out beautiful. So you guys are kind of a family business in the restaurant business. How long have you been doing restaurants? How did y'all get started?
It was like forever. I think, well, I don't know when, as you said, we bought this place in 2006, and I think that was the first one, right?
Yes.
That we owned. But before that, we were in the restaurant adjacent to the restaurant industry for many, many years.
Yeah.
Since I was a child, I remember my father and my mother both worked in the restaurant industry, so really it was like all my life.
What are the things that you love about the restaurant industry and hospitality?
I like interacting with people a lot. It's especially when you have like a customer base that you've built up and you get the same people, coming some week after week, and you get to know them. It's a really good feeling because it lets you know that you're doing something right, you're doing something that people like.
Yeah. What are some of the things that when you're kind of create that space or atmosphere that you implement into your restaurant to help make it more of that community space?
Specific aspects. I don't know. And if it's just kind of the way you treat people, I don't know. I don't know, something specific that we do to more welcoming.
Well, we one of the principles is that we provide good quality. I will say that we care about the quality of the ingredients that we put in the meals. We care about the quality of the service. We pay attention to those items particularly. And now with improvement of the place, we enhance everything a little bit.
Yeah.
But the service and fresh ingredients that are made from scratch daily is what makes the difference. Some customers that know about Mexican food, they can notice that really quickly. And is what I have in mind all the time when I have a restaurant. Like if I go to a place, what I want to eat. So I want to eat something that is fresh made, that high quality, and good service, and better prices than the competition, of course.
Yeah.
So it's basically where we at right now
in balancing all those factors, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So what's each of your favorite dish?
Thinking maybe the tacos al carbon was an excellent choice.
Yeah, I've been raised in a Mexican family. Tacos for me is what I love to eat the most.
I like a good street taco.
Good street tacos, yeah. And the salsas and everything that we put together, but yeah.
What about you, Lady? What's your favorite dish?
Baja fish taco.
Baja fish?
Let's see, we're a taco family, but in fish all taco.
I love that. Yeah. I've also heard about like your tequilas. Like, yes, especially you.
Yeah, I've worked a creative selection of tequilas, and a lot of places have 700 different tequilas, and I feel like that's way too many. people don't want that many options. So I've tried to kind of curate a selection of some good tequila, some high-end stuff, some mid-range stuff, all good quality, and different characteristics, low-end tequilas, high-end tequilas. So there's a good variety, but there's not, so many choices that I feel people feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You could actually come to a decision in a reasonable amount of time. And I think pretty proud of the selection. I mean, we're always looking for new things to expand, especially lately. The tequila and mezcal market has diversified so much. There's a lot of small time, or not small time, but just smaller producers.
Yeah.
That are creating incredible products that are in many cases superior both in price and quality to the big maize. So there's a lot of good options here for sure.
Yeah. And I've had to work with each of you guys during the process of designing and coming up with this space. What's your favorite part of the new space?
I think the way this bar ended up looking is just fantastic. There are compliments on it all the time, people just love everything from the murals to the color scheme. Just everything ties together really nicely to make a really nice space.
Yeah. What about you, Levy?
Well, the place looks clean. The customers' comments are positive about the place being clean or cleaner than most restaurants in the area. And keeping the place clean and inviting.
Yeah.
In general, even the restrooms, the customer says the restrooms are great.
I think that's part of the design as well. It's just like soup, with the white floor and everything. It just gives it a look, a cleaner opinion.
But definitely the bar. I mean, we love our bar.
Yeah, I love that. There was a historic feature here, and then it's kind of been given new life. With the blues and the river tone on the center. What about you, Levy? What's your favorite part of the new restaurant?
This part, absolutely.
Yeah.
The mural is great. So
Yeah.
it's beautiful. Everything here, I like it.
Yeah.
She likes the schools.
It's cool. So
And one of the things I love about your family here, not only do you guys run a great restaurant, but you guys also rolled up your sleeve during the construction to get things done. What was one of the hardest parts about doing the renovation, and what was one of the best parts?
In some sense, I think
Well, it took us a little bit longer than expected. You always run with a few issues with the Siri, always will getting things approved. And it's one of the things that stretch you a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then, it's construction and it's an old building. So sometimes you have to do something and they have to redo it because it's not done properly. So we run into a few things of that nature, but nothing out of the ordinary. So, generally speaking, I'm satisfied with the project and a lot of work and support from Lee to have phone calls to make everything happen and organize a team and everybody that shall with the project make this happen. It was a good teamwork, I will say.
Yeah. If someone was looking to renovate their own restaurant or start a new restaurant, what advice would you give them?
I would say start sooner than you think you need to. Like start as soon as you can, because it's going to take maybe twice as long as you think.
Yeah.
Planning.
Between the planning from because I remember we closed it was February.
Yep.
We said, 2-3 months we'll have this. Well, he said 2 months. I said no way, at least 3, and it ended up being closer to 5 or 6, I think. So just it's gonna take time. Even if you know exactly what you want, it's just the whole process takes longer than you might
Yeah, I will tell them to do a lot of planning in advance, and
So
yeah, and check with the local permit.
Yeah, because you don't want to get into a situation where you do something and then find out that you need to tear it all up and redo it, or
Or you had to wait
or
longer than
worse,
expected.
at all because of whatever city ordinance.
Right. Yeah. Well, it was a pleasure working with you guys on this project. Y'all are a beautiful family. Y'all do wonderful food and hospitality. So I appreciate the opportunity to work with you guys and help this come together.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we appreciate you.